Hey fam, welcome back to Life with Jay and Joe. Again, I am Joe. This is Jay.
Hi.
And if this is your first time, welcome. If you come back to watch us again, thank you, family, cousins, uncles, nieces, nephews, and so on. Thank you for coming back. So today we're going to discuss an interesting topic: public displays of affection as a gay couple.
Also known as PDA.
Yes. And the reason we decided to talk about this is because we have had our own experiences with PDA, and there are a lot of differences between a gay couple and a straight couple, just in the way that the world sees you, what is considered normal or not so normal, the looks and the stares if you do it in public, maybe doing it and maybe somebody wants to attack you. Like, there's so many different layers as a gay couple that you have to think about. So we're just going to discuss those and talk about why we feel that it's an important topic.
Okay, let's start with our personal experiences with PDA. We typically don't do PDA out in public. However, there are times where we do hold hands and we do kiss, but it's not like, it's not like a thing that we do constantly or all the time.
Yeah.
We do it if we're in like Wilton Manors, or if we're on a cruise, or if we are just like, we do it like randomly, but it's definitely not something that we do all the time.
Yeah. With that, I think it's also kind of sad that we don't do it as much, because as a straight couple, even when I've been in a straight relationship in my past, it was very normal to show PDA anywhere. And I personally feel like the reason why I don't do it as much is because in the back of my head, I'm like, well, if I do this here, am I gonna get attacked by some individuals that look at us like, oh, well, they're gay? So that's why I feel in a safe space if I do it in like an area that's like full of gay people, or if we're at like a club, or like if we're on a cruise, or we're at a party, or we're just around people where I feel more safe. And it sucks that I even have to think about that. But with the life we live in, it pops up on the news all the time about people getting murdered or people getting jumped by numerous people because they were holding hands, or they were in a store and they kissed and randomly they got followed outside and somebody jumped them. And I mean, we're not afraid to fight, but at the same time, I mean, there's two of us. It's not like a group of us.
Yeah.
So it's a little weird, and it is sad. And I personally would like to do more PDA, and I feel like we can, but there's always going to be that thought in the back of my head, like, are we being watched? Or, is somebody going to follow us? Is somebody going to try to do something to us, kind of thing? It's a weird situation.
I think because of the dynamic of who we are in our relationship, there's always going to be that second guessing, or that subconscious thought in the back of our heads of, this could happen or that could happen, of what if somebody did this and what if somebody said that. And I think that unconsciously or subconsciously, I don't really know if that's the reason why I personally don't do it. I think for me, it's just, I don't know, it's just, I don't really think about it. Like, I don't really think about holding your hand walking down the street. I mean, I'll do it if it just happened, but it's not something that I just be like, okay, I'm gonna walk down this street and I'm gonna hold his hand just to see what somebody says. Like, I just don't think that way.
No, I mean, I wouldn't personally try to hold your hand and see what somebody's gonna say. But I'm saying, like, in the process of holding your hand, it'd be in the back of my head, like, okay, somebody's watching us. Because, I mean, being gay is a lot more open, but there's still a lot of small-minded individuals in this world that want to attack you for who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people that want to attack us just for being black.
True.
And we're black and gay. So it's like a double target, which sucks. And I know some people in relationships, they just don't care. And I love that about them. And I wish I had that same thought process to just not give a damn and just deal with whatever happens. But it does pop in the back of my head, like, what if kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean that's normal. I think it would be foolish not to think that because of the world that we live in today,
Yeah.
of all the huge amount of things that are happening to transgender women, transgender men, gay women, like it's just happening to everybody in our community. So it will behoove us to think about the what ifs.
Yeah. And especially living in the state that we live in, it doesn't make it any better because they try to pass so many laws against us. So, yeah. But that's a whole nother story. I'm not going to get into politics right now.
Yes, no politicking. PDA to me is the same whether it's with a gay couple or a straight couple. Public display of affection is the same across the board. However, I do know and I do realize that because of the world that we live in today, they are often seen as two different things, right? But to me, kissing is kissing, holding hands is holding hands, hugging is hugging, no matter who you do it with or who you do it to. But I do know that it is widely both frowned upon and considered to be a bad thing when it's two men or it's two women. I mean, two women is a little bit more accepted than two men.
A lot more accepting.
That's also another story, another conversation. But I think that the double standards there with PDA between straight and gay couples is huge. And is it fair? No.
No.
Is it normal? Yes. Sadly.
So for me, like, it is weird because there is a double standard because I feel like as a straight couple, you can be out. Let's say you're at the mall and a bunch of kids are around. A straight couple can kiss, hold hands, nobody
Bats an eye.
Yeah. Now let a gay couple come in there in that same scene with kids around. Now you're gonna have people thinking that we're like, doing something bad and oh my God, I can't let my kids see that.
Pushing the gay agenda.
Yeah, pushing the gay agenda. But what you should realize also is that being a gay couple or just being a gay man in general, I've been forced to watch straight people show PDA all my life. Every time I turn on the TV, there's a straight couple kissing. When I'm walking down the street, there's a straight couple doing something. So it's forced on us, but I don't feel a way about it. And when you think about it, it's like maybe we are part of the problem because maybe we should be doing more PDA to let people see that, hey, like it's happening, and maybe the more people that see it, the more people that will accept it. I do know like seeing it on TV more is becoming more accepting because it's not as like taboo to see it on TV. And I also feel like it can cause like, issues because, like maybe a young gay man growing up or young gay boy growing up may look out and like, I don't see any gay people kissing. And that could like stress them out because now they feel like they can't do it. They can't do it because as I was growing up, gay wasn't even really something that was talked about. And so maybe that's also a reason why it's a little bit more difficult for me to show PDA because I'm going back all throughout my life of being raised where when I was being raised, if people found out you were gay, at least from where I was from, you would probably get beat up or jump just because you were gay, which still happens today, but it's a little bit more not as, I guess, common. I don't know, yeah, not as common, but still too common. So I don't know, I don't think it's fair. And I definitely feel like straight couples can just do what they want, live their life, and don't even think about these things.
I think the issue as a whole with being gay is that people think that being gay is a choice, right? And so I think that when people see a gay couple displaying PDA, and they have kids seeing it, and they hold, oh, you gonna turn my kid gay. Being gay is not a choice. You can't turn somebody gay. Like you can't just wake up one morning and say, today I'm gonna be gay. No, that's not how it works. So I feel like if people understood that and really understood that, then it wouldn't be no issue, because you would know by seeing two men kiss, you can't turn gay.
You definitely can't, because I've seen straight people, going back to that kiss, all my life, and it didn't make me straight. When I was growing up, I did have girlfriends and I was intimate with women and girls, like growing up, but that's because I was scared to be my true self. But once I decided to just live my life as I wanted to live my life as a gay man, which I definitely had those feelings growing up, I did it, and I do not want to be with a woman. No matter how many times I see a man and a woman kiss, it doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, it's just not who you are,
Right.
And that's okay.
So I guess like a perfect, like an ideal, world for me, or future for me, will be a world where people could just walk around and be themselves, like if they want to, which people do, but like meaning that like other people don't feel like something's wrong with them. If a person wants to walk around with holding hands and kissing the same sex, they should be able to do that. And I think also for me, I definitely want to get better at showing PDA, because I kind of feel like, I am, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I'm not being good to myself by limiting myself of showing PDA to a person that I'm married to and have been married to for, at this point, like it'll be 10 years in 2025, and we've been together for like almost 15 years. And like I said, we do have our moments where we show PDA depending on where we're at, but I want to get to the point where I don't think about where we're at and I just do it, and I don't think about somebody like trying to attack me, or I don't think about somebody looking at me funny, or I don't think about, oh, because there are kids around, I can't kiss my husband, because a straight couple doesn't have to think about these things. So why should I have to think about these things? So a personal goal for myself is to be better at showing PDA to the person that I call my husband and the person that I'm in love with, and and live my life how I should be able to live my life. And if anybody has a problem with it, then they just have a problem with it, and hopefully it doesn't turn into something crazy, but if it does, we just have to deal with it.
I'm not against it. Will I do it? Absolutely. Am I afraid to do it? Not at all. So I feel like a perfect world for me would be the ability to do whatever it is that we want. If that's what we want to do, then I feel like we should be able to do it. And if we should do wherever we want to do it at, I think that if we get there and anybody has an issue with it, then that's just something that they need to work out on their own.
I agree.
And so I think that what we can do, though, is if that's something that we want to implement in our day-to-day, we can just go for it. Start doing it.
Yeah. I think it'd be a little weird at first for me, because it's not
Definitely.
something we do all the time. But I feel like it's something that we should do for ourselves, as well as I kind of go back to that maybe we are a part of the problem, because we should be doing it to let other people see that this is normal. And the fact that we're not doing it, it's almost like we're giving up that power in a way, for whatever reason it is, in my opinion. So also, like, if anybody has had different experiences by showing PDA, definitely drop in the comments, because we'd like to hear about it. Like, are you the kind of person that always show PDA? Because if you are that person, like a gay person, and you're able to do that your every day and not care what people feel and just do it and live your life, I definitely applaud you, because I want to get to the point that I'm able to do that and not think twice. And if you could explain how you got to that point, like, is there an age difference? Because I'm 44, So I don't know, maybe if you're at a younger age, maybe you kind of grew up in a different, I guess, life. So maybe it was different for you growing up. Or are you an older man that got to the point where you just show PDA wherever you are? Or are you like me that show it in certain areas, in certain places or situations, but certain times don't feel comfortable because you're not sure what's going to happen if you do that? We'd just like to know, because I feel like we're not the only people that, have these experiences.
And absolutely, and if you do, or if you are that kind of person that shows public display of affection all the time, anywhere, no matter where you are, let us know if you have had any kind of experiences with doing that. Any bad experiences? Were they all good? Were some awkward? Were some a little bit weird? Let us know some of your experiences and how you were able to navigate those. We would like to know. I think it makes for an interesting conversation, and I think that we have a lot to learn as it pertains to PDA.
And I just noticed that Jay wasn't wearing his wedding ring. Yes, we are still married.
Yes, we are. I bleached my hair. I was bleaching my hair and I took it off. I don't wear my ring when I'm bleaching my hair. I'm not trying to mess it up.
Yes, I don't know if you noticed, I was just looking down like, where's his ring at? But yeah, that's why. So if you're watching a video like, oh, you don't have his ring on, what's going on? We're still good.
Yes, I was just bleaching my hair. That's all. That's all.
But as always, thank you guys for all of the support and all the love. We so appreciate it. We appreciate you guys taking your time to drop in the comments. We appreciate you all sharing our videos, just reaching out to us. It's been so much love, more love than I could have ever imagined. I'm just highly, I don't even know, overwhelmed with love, and I love it. So.
Yes, so we definitely thank you guys for watching, and we appreciate you for everything that you've given us as far as like feedback, questions, concerns, comments. We definitely appreciate that, and we look forward to more comments, more feedback, positive, whatever you got to say, something negative. We're open to it all.
Yes.
So yeah, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, comment if you care, and yeah, and also don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified when we post new videos, which is every Sunday at 12.
Yes, and until next time, love you guys, mean it, truly mean it.
Bye guys.
And until next time,
see ya.
peace out.